On May 15th, 2020, I was at a friend's house for her birthday, and someone put suds in the pool and in the hot tub. And I got soap flicked on my face and I got it in my eyes so I couldn't see. And the pool was to my back, and so I just turned around and dove in the pool. Well, with the suds in my eyes, I couldn't see, and there was a layer of bubbles. And little did I know it was 3 feet deep. So I hit the bottom of the pool, breaking cervical 5, 6, and 7 in my neck, and immediately I was paralyzed from the high chest down. Very fortunate and very thankful that one of my friends noticed me and he turned me over and they got me out of the pool.
I received a phone call from one of his friends and it said, "Austin has had an accident, you need to come now." So I came over and he was laying beside the pool. He said, "Mom, I can't be paralyzed." I just kind of got on my knees down by him, put my hands on his chest and just started praying over him. And he said, "Mom, I don't feel your hands."
I was transported to Greenville Memorial Hospital, where I just received phenomenal care. The nurses were so patient, so kind. I was very well taken care of, and I'm so thankful for that. A couple hours later, I had my stabilization surgery. I had 2 rods and 10 screws placed in my neck. They took the chipped bone that was from my break and they turned it into a paste and laid that over the screws to fasten everything. And every x-ray that I've gotten just said, "Your surgeon did a very good job." And so I'm very blessed for that. After 12 days at Greenville Memorial, I was then transferred to Shepherd Center in Atlanta. And then I just got my first toe wiggle. And once that happened, they got me on the walking machines. So that continued into day program. And I spent 9 months in Beyond Therapy, very intense training, 4 days a week, 2 hours a day, just constant walking, constant push, push, push. And I progressed greatly there. That's when I went from walker to forearm crutches. And when I was done with that, I came to Rogers CP's to learn how to drive again. And that's when I met Natalie, and she got me driving. So that was a great time. And then she was like, "While you're here, you're about to head to college. Let's get in some physical therapy and occupational therapy."
In a case similar to Austin's, we look at using adaptive equipment. He is not able to use his legs as he once did to use the pedals, so we are addressing how is he going to access the gas and brake. And in his case, we would look at hand controls and a spinner knob or something along those lines.
And in physical therapy, a lot of what we've worked on with Austin is just the fine-tuning and the planning to be able to go to Clemson and be able to start college and be independent on his own in a new environment, in a college environment. And it's just been really fun walking alongside him and just seeing how hard he works and how determined he is. And we've worked a lot on car transfers to make sure that he feels comfortable getting his wheelchair in and out of this car, walking around the side of his car. Worked a lot on different forms of walking with a backpack on, and being bumped into and being able to catch his balance. Just different things you may encounter at a college campus. And also working to find a routine for him at the gym where he can go and continue his rehab on his own after he's done with us here.
Recreational therapists here at Rogers CP's do a really good job at, let's try this, or let's get you involved in this, and to help push you out of that comfort stage of just not trying anything. They push you and they get you trying things and try to move on towards your goals and things you want to do. Here, my life completely changed. Everything was just taken away from me and flipped upside down. But there's no sense of loss. There's no sense of my life's over. And in a sense, it just felt like the beginning of something, and I just had peace. Yes, there's a lot of crying, there's a lot of pain, and there's a lot of, wow, okay. But God was right there in the room, and he gave me a lot of peace, and he was right there for me ever since the start. The biggest step of my life is going into college, and I'll be going to Clemson University. As someone with a spinal cord injury, college is such a great step. It's a great step towards being your own person and doing the things that you want to do. It's still going to be hard, it's still going to be frustrating, and I'm going to experience those things. I think college, there's no better place to transition into your adult life.